Greetings viewers, EricTheCarGuy here, back again with another tool review for you. And today I have the Sunex 7793C before me. It is a transmission jack, and it just so happens I'm in the middle of a transmission job on this Chrysler over here. I think it's the perfect time to showcase what this tool can do. Now, there was some assembly required. Not a lot of assembly, just a little bit of assembly. However, one of the things that the instructions state just about everywhere, including these tags that they're hanging up off of here, over here and over here, is that during shipping, it is quite possible there's air in the system and you need to purge the air from the system before you use it for the first time. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to run through this procedure to purge the air out, see if it pumps up all the way, and then take the transmission out of the Chrysler. This is the purge screw. The instructions state to give it 2 full counterclockwise turns. 1, 2. I could actually hear a little bit of air coming out there, maybe a little more. And then we then depress the release valve pedal while simultaneously operating the foot pump pedal 15 times. Okay, got to do this, and then this one 15 times. This is the release pedal, this is the one to pump it up. It's kind of nice that you have a separate release like this on this tool. So 15 of these. Were you counting, kids? I'm going to close this vent up. Remove this other tag because we don't need that there. Because they stress the importance of this, that you really need to go through this procedure when you're first using this tool, or else, like they say, it won't operate properly. Now, what's nice about this is this has a half-ton capacity. I have to screw this down. This has a half-ton, so this can hold up 1,000 pounds easy. Probably the most heavy-duty transmission jack I've ever used. I've used smaller versions of this, but it's nice to know that, hey, I might be able to pull a transmission and a transaxle out of a 4-wheel drive vehicle. And the front-wheel drive transmission in this Chrysler, I don't anticipate any issues whatsoever. Now we'll know we've done it correctly if the second cylinder starts coming up. When this reaches the end of its travel. There it is. Fully extended. That's taller than me. Let's find out how tall. From the ground, that's just shy of 76 inches. So it's more than 6 feet tall when it's fully extended. Now let's bring it down. Before we do that, we got a handy handle on the side to help drive this around and position it. That's nice to have. So you can either turn the valve or push the pedal to get it to go down. So you have some really nice controls. So if you've got your hands up here and you're trying to balance a lot of weight, it also has this retaining chain and this retaining hook here, which we're going to use when we do this transmission. But it's nice to know that you can have both your hands on whatever you're working with and just hit the pedal a little bit to bring it down and bring it back up. Or if you know you're ready, just undo the valve. It's nice to have options. I think there is good for now because we don't need to jack this thing up from the floor to get up under this Chrysler. These controls here help locate the platform. So you can rotate it on these 2 axes to get it in the right position, because transmissions like this one's kind of at an angle. So many times you'll be dealing with that and you'll have to angle it up. So I'm going to position these on this side while I'm up underneath here so that I can dial it in, so to speak. And it's nice these bottom nuts are on wing nuts so that if I need to hold that in place, it can stay. Or like now, I'm just going to leave it loose so I can position these brackets where I need them to be. Second stage engaged. Not wanting to have this at too extreme of an angle. I'm going to try to figure out where I'm going to position these brackets so that it can be held in place, because I don't really want to tilt this whole thing over to match the pan, because that'll mean I'm taking the transmission on and off, and it's got the weight is going to want to shift off the back. So I'm going to try to keep it in the same orientation that it is, and I believe that I can do that with these brackets. And then of course the retaining chain. I think what I'm going to do is reposition this over this way so that I can bring the chain in over the top in this direction. That looks like a much more viable option. Look, I can just take this, put it on like that. Feeling much better about that. Now one last check to make sure that that chain isn't catching on any harnesses or anything that could potentially get damaged bringing this heavy transmission out. Please don't fall. Well, that was nice of them. They put sort of a timing reluctor type thing on the end of the flex plate, which makes it so we have to move the transmission even farther back this way without the room to do it. Now I noticed that when I used the pedal to bring it down, it seemed to drop rather rapidly. So I'm just gonna dial it back like this. Just do it a little bit at a time. Stop and check. Make sure you're not killing anything. We have removed a transmission. Yay! It's so easy to lift all this weight with just my leg. Engage second stage. I did have to fight with that going up in. I'm trying to dial this in to where I need it. I can get it to line up just by pivoting it. Okay. Got this one lined up. That transmission is in there. It's in there. The Sunex 7793C did its job flawlessly. I would say flawless victory on this one. It was a difficult transmission to get out. That extension that's on the back of the flex plate sort of made it a little bit difficult. Plus, it sits in there at such an angle. This is very supported. It's not going anywhere. I never once felt that the thing was rickety or whatever. The support chain helped hold the thing on there. I'm very happy with this tool. The one thing that I would say as far as a con about this tool is when assembling, one of the things I noticed is that some of the paint, when you tighten the fasteners down, would sort of crack and peel off. Now me, I don't really care. I want the tool to work. But if you're one of those people that really likes your stuff pretty and to be perfect and wonderful, when you tighten those fasteners down, you may expect that that paint may crack a little bit. Outside of that, I mean, as far as the way it worked flawlessly. Now, the pedal I noticed was pretty rapid in the descent. I actually liked using the valve here so much better. I had a lot more control with that. But the two-stage going up, I mean, this thing goes up taller than me. And as far as the weight of this transmission, I would guess 200-300 pounds, no problems at all. Like it's nothing. Literally like it's nothing. Anyway, don't forget to bleed the air out when you first get one of these things. There'll be links in the description to Sunex. They actually make a lot of tools. I've been using their socket sets for a number of years. And a bunch of other stuff, so you can go there and check that out. But this is my first experience with this transmission jack, and I'm very happy. Anyway, I am Eric the Car Guy. If you have automotive questions, I would ask that you head over to EricTheCarGuy.com. There's a welcome video there to tell you about stuff. If you wish to connect with me socially, I can be found on Google+, Facebook, Twitter, and now Instagram. If you like tool reviews, I post those every other Wednesday, so stop back and see me then. And I close each of my videos with be safe, have fun, stay dirty. I will see you next time.